So hi everyone, welcome to the HNP Australia Facebook group. I'd love to introduce you now to Fred Gillen, who's a happy business winner of the year, of the week, of the year as well. Anyway, welcome Fred, it's lovely to have you here. We'd love to know a little bit about you and your business and who you serve and how you help other business owners. Take it away.
Yeah, thanks, Alison. Really appreciate the opportunity. Really surprised when my name popped up on the wheel, but always grab an opportunity when it's available. So my name's Fred Gillen. I run a business called More Marketing Ideas from my home office in Melbourne. And I penned the name because that's what I've always done through life, was give businesses more marketing ideas, even when I was in corporate, people would ask for advice for a small business and I would do that pro bono. So but since leaving corporate, I actually registered a business name, which fortunately was available. So I now trade under More Marketing Ideas, and I give businesses help in any avenues of online marketing. So whether that's creating websites or optimizing their existing website, setting up email campaigns, or everybody talks about autoresponders and people don't do it, but it's in my opinion, it's a necessary evil that you need to set something up to stay in contact with prospective clients. And I help people do that. And there's three ways that, any of my services, there's three ways that I offer that. One is that we can show people how to do it. We can do it with the person, or we can do it for the person. So there's three levels of delivery of the service. So we can meet all the needs of the clients out there.
That's great.
The other thing I've done, sorry, you were going to ask?
I was going to say that's great because, as you said, different people have different needs. I really like a done for you process to start with. But then I'd like somebody to teach me how to do it so I can become self-sufficient and not need to do it, not need to hire somebody all the time, because it can be quite expensive, and therefore, if you can give people the skills where they can do it for themselves, then that's an awesome service that you're providing. You can either give them a fish or teach them how to fish, and you're doing both, which is awesome.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's not only that, it's like in some instances, it's just giving people the overview of how everything clicks together and works. Because unless if you engage anybody in an outsourcing environment, unless you know how what they're doing works, it's impossible to police what they're doing. So, they could be taking your money and doing nothing. So I think it's important for people to understand how all the cogs meet and mash up together. So
definitely.
I was going to mention the other thing that I've actually done, because I've, had inquiries from some of my existing clients about building their networks and getting referrals. And as you and I are prolific networkers, so we're out there in different networking groups. And so what I did was I actually created a networking group called 2022 Community Networking. Yeah. And that, again, that's all about helping other businesses network, build their own networking groups or mini groups or whatever you want to call it, and learn from each other and share each other's knowledge. I've actually expanded that a little bit further. So we have weekly networking meetings, Zoom meetings. There's also a membership site where people can get access to a repository of information. So all the recordings for the previous meetings go up in there. They can look at those recordings. They can get, business plans, for example. There's a couple of videos up there at the moment. One's on running Facebook ads. One's on optimizing a Facebook page. And those resources were built over time based on what the community wants. So it's not just me throwing stuff up there. It's a matter of somebody has got a problem with something, we'll find a solution and we'll post it up there for perpetuity so that everybody can get access to it.
That's fabulous. That's right, because a system needs to be built for the users, and therefore getting user feedback is the best way to build a system. And I must say, I'm part of your community and I'm so grateful to be there. And part of the Happy Network HNP theme for the month is how you start in 2022. For me, it's about resetting. And I've had this whole month spent with family. So now I can actually put that aside because my kids left today to go to Sydney. And I'm now resetting my business. And a part of that is going to be being part of your 2022 community networking group. So I'm so happy to be there. And thanks actually for a little bit of a recap of what I can find in the group. I'm definitely going to make a beeline for that. So thank you. So Fred, and I know the other thing that you mentioned, that you do give away information free quite happily and quite generously, because I know we were, I think, in a networking group and something came up and you very kindly shot me a message and said, let's do a one-on-one, and you taught me how to do something on Facebook. I think that was just to personalize my Facebook address, so that instead of having a whole list of numbers that were meaningless, I now actually have my name as part of my Facebook profile. So that was just a little tip, but it meant a lot. Two things. It meant a lot because it was a great business tip, but also meant a lot because you were so kind and generous just to offer that, you know, for nothing. And I love that people in networking tend to do that, and you're a shining example. So we're so happy to have you as a, you know, happy Business of the Week for our HNP Australia Facebook group. So thanks for being here. Just before we sign off, is there anything else you'd like to say to people, how they can find you, who you're looking for particularly?
Well, it's only small business that wants to build a network and wants to learn from other people and share their knowledge as well. So it's not just taking, it's also giving as well. So anybody with that mindset that's got a sharing attitude, they're the people I like to connect with because we're like minds. If people want to connect with me, I'll give you my links and we can put them up, but they can also scan the code that's on my backdrop there. So if they scan that code, it'll take them to the membership site for the 2021 and tells them all about it, the 2021 Community Networking Group. So it'll tell them all about that and what the benefits are and how they can join. So, but yeah, no, it was great. And I really appreciate the opportunity to get on stage again here.
Yeah, and thanks for sharing all your information with us. Now, the other thing for people who are watching this, Fred is going to be coming to the afternoon event next week to give us his business tips. So, Fred, you'll have 90 seconds to give us your business tips. And I think everybody be there because you're going to get some real gold from Fred, because this man knows about marketing like a lot of people, you know, like nobody I've met, and everybody can benefit from that. So, Fred, we look forward to seeing you next week at the event, and we hope that you'll come and join us too. See you next week. Thanks, Fred.
I'll certainly.